why the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers don't yet have a deal done is completely befuddling to me. It's March 31st now. How have they not have a deal signed when both need each other? Like, you look at the Steelers, they need a quarterback. They missed out in free agency in getting a QB. Could have had Sam Darnold, couldn't get the deal done. Every other option is gone. They wanted to re-sign or at least keep one of Fields, Russ. Didn't do that 0 for 2. And now you're looking at the QB field, at least in free agency, it's basically Rodgers or bust. But it's not like if you're the Steelers, you can say, oh, well, we're going to, draft a quarterback and go the draft and develop route. You traded for DK Metcalf, which signals you're trying to win right now. You are building your team is already built to compete in 2025 and beyond. So you're not going to go, oh, we're going to play the long game here. We're going to draft a quarterback and see how it goes. You need a veteran quarterback to run your offense here in 2025. There's only one option you have right now, ostensibly. It's Aaron Rodgers. Why wouldn't you get the deal done? If you're Rodgers, you have no other option. Vikings said no. No other team has even so much as looked at you for the most part here. Giants signed every veteran quarterback under the sun that they could. There's no room for you there in New York, the only other team that maybe wanted your services. So it's the Steelers or bust. Yet, here we are, as both sides desperately need each other with no deal done. It makes no sense. But the longer this drags on for, the more this drags out, the more the Steelers look like cucks. As Rodgers, who I think is clearly holding out hope that either the Vikings change their mind and call him back, or a quarterback, God forbid, gets hurt, and all of a sudden a playoff team that had high hopes now need a quarterback. Here's Aaron Rodgers. He's clearly waiting for a better option right now than Pittsburgh. So I think it's time for Pittsburgh to put their foot down. Say, enough's enough. Screw you. You don't want us. We don't want you. And the good news is for Pittsburgh, they do indeed have another option. It's pick up the phone, calling the Falcons, and trading for Kirk Cousins. That's what they should do. Don't wait on Rodgers. Call Kirk, trade for him, and get him to Pittsburgh ASAP. Because if you're the Steelers, I think the ceiling with a Kirk Cousins-led offense is higher than an Aaron Rodgers-led offense. I think at this point, Kirk is better than Aaron. So the fact that they're even wasting their time with Rodgers, to me, it doesn't make much sense. Go get a quarterback that can make you better in 2025 than Aaron could. I get it was an ugly ending for Atlanta, for Kirk last year. But look at this. Kirk at least has some highs last year. He had a half a season that was impressive, and the Steelers would want. First 9 games of the year last year. Falcons went 6-3. Big reason, Kirk Cousins' play. 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He still has some juice left in the tank. That's a guy who played well. Atlanta averaged nearly 25 points per game the first half of the season. Now, I get it. The last 5 games, the bottom completely fell out. He sucked. Got benched. I thought got benched, honestly, later than he should have with how bad he played. But yes, he crash landed, no doubt about it. But at least there were some highs that got off the ground. Go back to last year with Aaron Rodgers. Is he doing anything like Kirk did with 17 touchdowns in a 9-game stretch? Averaging nearly 25 points per game. That Jets offense was putrid last year. Maybe outside of week 3 against the Patriots on a Thursday night game where Aaron and the offense looked good. What other point this season did the Jets offense look competent? Look at me. Competent. I couldn't tell you one time. Can you tell me one time the Jets offense looked anything remotely similar to what the Falcons offense looked like under Kirk Cousins? I couldn't find you a stretch. I couldn't find you 2 or 3 games that match what Kirk did in Atlanta. I know the ending was bad, but when you include the crash landing of the last 5 games from Kirk Cousins, the Falcons with Kirk still had more passing yards per game than Aaron Rodgers-led Jets offense did. And the Falcons averaged more points per game of Kirk Cousins running that ship than the Jets did all season with Aaron Rodgers. The ceiling with Kirk is higher. This team is better with Kirk compared to Aaron. And I think you got to feel even better. I know they both are coming off Achilles tears, but I think you got to feel even better if you're Pittsburgh of, okay, for a style of play, Kirk will be even better next year, fully removed from the Achilles. And you got to think his consistency will be a little bit better next season. So why wait if you're Pittsburgh? Why play this game of honestly looking like a joke? This is supposed to be a proud franchise. One of the tent poles of the NFL. The Rooneys are supposed to be an example of what good ownership looks like. It's an absolute embarrassment that they're sitting here waiting for Aaron Rodgers, begging, pleading Aaron Rodgers to pick their team as he's basically, clearly, waiting for any option better than Pittsburgh. Gain control of your organization. I mean, Mike Tomlin today, down in the owners' meetings in Florida, spoke with reporters. He was asked if there was a deadline for basically when you were cut off waiting for Rodgers. And this is Mike Tomlin's answer, quote, "Not to my knowledge. I don't know that we've approached it from a deadline perspective. Certainly, as I mentioned, you'd like it to have settled circumstances, but, deadlines don't often bring that to a head," end quote. Just put your foot down. What are you doing this? Why are you playing this game of waiting for this guy to hopefully choose you when you can go out and control your own fate? Go trade for Kirk. At this point, I mean, his trade value is nothing. I don't buy what the Falcons are saying in terms of talking tough and keeping Kirk and needing a good offer. They're desperate. 5th round pick, 6th round pick. They would trade Kirk for anything. They just get that contract off their books. So I think you can get Kirk for a cheap draft price. I think you can also, with his contract, by the way, get out from under it after this year. So you're not committing, if you don't want to, more than 1 year to Kirk Cousins. Give up the late round draft capital. Get a better quarterback in here who, by the way, provides less headaches than Aaron Rodgers would. For all his faults, say what you want about Kirk, the guy is beloved, at least when he's playing well. But before the bottom fell out, Kirk had, he was doing the swag surf. Him and all the fans are swag surfing after games. He's got all the chains on. There is buy-in there. If you're Pittsburgh and you want some juice, I think fans would buy into Kirk. I don't know who's buying into Aaron Rodgers. Not at this stage of his career, not with the distractions that he has, not with the me-first attitude that he brings, and certainly not the play on the field that we've seen. Go get Kirk. You're going to get similar results anyway. The Steelers are going nowhere next year. They're a borderline playoff team. I would say right now, I don't think they make the playoffs with Kirk or with Aaron Rodgers. But at least Kirk gives you number one, the better chance to make the postseason. And then number two, I think gives you the best shot to run the best possible offense you can. Get Kirk, say goodbye to Aaron, and get going here for 2025.